is cooking.
What's up everyone, and welcome to Irish Wrestle Talk, where we look at all topics of pro wrestling. And today we're here to talk about one of the most outrageous oversights in WWE history. The man who created the soundtrack of your childhood, Jim Johnston. Yes, that name should be as legendary as any superstar to ever step into a WWE ring. And yet somehow this man still isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame. And how does that even make sense? Alright, well let's break it down. You hear that glass shatter and your adrenaline spikes like you just took a stone cold stunner. The lights go out and the sound of a single ominous gong can send chills down your spine. And don't even get me started on the pure hype that comes from hearing, "Are you ready?" But these moments aren't just memorable, they're legendary, and the mastermind behind almost all of them, Jim Johnston. He wasn't just some random composer churning out generic tunes. This guy was a storytelling genius. He had this uncanny ability to listen to a wrestler's personality, their character, their aura, and translate that into music. And it's not like he just got lucky with a couple of big hits. No. We're talking about a guy who single-handedly defined WWE's soundscape for over 30 years. That is 30 years. But let's run down the list. Mick Foley's chaotic, distorted car crash theme that matched his unpredictable style. Then we had Kane's slow chemical theme, which perfectly captured the twisted, tormented monster vibe. How about Bret Hart's proud, soaring guitar solo that screamed the excellence of execution? Or Mr. McMahon's No Chance in Hell, which became the absolute anthem of authority. And don't even get us started on Shawn Michaels' Sexy Boy, which was just absolutely perfect for his character. But somehow, despite giving WWE some of the most iconic enduring themes in wrestling history, Jim Johnston still hasn't been inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. And this guy made music that controlled entire arenas. And when you hear that glass shatter, the entire building erupts. His music isn't just background music, it's a fundamental part of what made these wrestlers' characters come alive. And here's the real kicker. Johnston did it all without the help of modern technology. We're talking about a man working tirelessly, churning out theme after theme with a handful of instruments, his own voice, and his absolute wizardry behind the mixing board. He also had the help of Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart on some of those big tracks too. But now, I know what you're thinking. Why isn't he in the Hall of Fame already? What's the real reason? Well, that's where things get a little messy. You see, back in the late 2010s, WWE shifted towards using outside music production companies, most notably the likes of Def Rebel. And there's a lot of speculation that his departure was due to budget cuts, creative differences, or just the natural evolution of WWE's sound. But here's the problem. You can bring in as many third-party groups as you want, but you can't replace the soul of WWE's music. And Jim Johnston was the OG, the blueprint, the man who made WWE's music a character in itself. So think about it. WWE's golden years, the Attitude Era, the Ruthless Aggression Era. Jim Johnston's music was everywhere. It was just as important as the promos, the matches, the storytelling. His work elevated the product in ways few others have. And his music still holds up to this day. Fans today are still popping for themes he created decades ago. So WWE, what's the hold up? You say the Hall of Fame is about honouring those who've made a true impact on the business. And if that's true, then Jim Johnston deserves to be inducted 10 times over. And without him, WWE would be missing half of what made it feel so epic, so timeless, so WWE. So what do you think, guys? Is Jim Johnston's absence from the Hall of Fame a great injustice? Is it one of the biggest ones WWE has ever committed? Drop a comment below with your favourite Jim Johnston theme and why you think this man deserves his spot. And if you agree with me, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Because we're not letting this topic go until the man gets the recognition he deserves. Jim Johnston, we salute you. Now let's get this man his rightful place in the Hall of Fame. And thanks for listening once again, guys. And until next time, take care and remember to keep grappling with greatness.